What's going on, YouTube? This your man representing Haler, coming back at you one more time. Yeah, I know I've been on the bike a little bit more, but you know, it's a quick drive and I decided to record something that's it's been bugging me. I'm just come out and say it. I don't think Tesla FSD, so full self-driving, is meant for people who live in Michigan. I'm just to be real. Like, I was super excited when I got it and to test it out, but realistically, because all the different nuances of construction that we got here and just silly things that, you know, with the street, and it just doesn't seem to, I don't know, it just doesn't seem to work as well as I thought it should, or as well as it should if they're one version away from it being, you know, something like the taxi or something like that. And it's just, I don't know. It just ain't working like I thought it was. Like, I'm about to do a test run real quick. I might have to chill out. Let me see if I'm yeah. So yeah, I'm about to turn it on soon because it's a way that I take every week. Shoot, almost every day. It's called Heinz Drive. You know, I really test it out on there because there's light traffic, no street lights. It's just a long, twisty drive that gets me to where I need to go pretty much every day. So yeah, I'm gonna turn it on and just let you guys see. And I'm not faulting it for the construction and stuff like that, because, you know, it's sometimes it's really weird. But here we go. I should have a camera on my screen to watch it go. And yeah, so yep, we got it going on. It is all right, you know. Put a little bit of 5 over, and it goes all right. Like, I love it on the highway when I got some serious traveling to do. It's great on the highway, but like when it's doing like navigating streets and all that good stuff, or like this, like it sees a person right on the side, but it dropped down something like 15 miles an hour from what I'm supposed to do, or like how this car just jumped out in front of me. Great. I didn't like how I did that pedestrian, and it got worse, because usually it's used to like just slow down a little bit, which I understand, but 15 miles, like if a car was behind me, it probably would have been it. Well, it does a lot of things that's more embarrassing than anything. So yeah. But straight lines, highway driving, it's fine. Like, I got some construction coming up here shortly, and it does it all right, because it's construction that's traffic that I'm turning into, making a left-hand turn. The traffic that I'm turning, the street I'm turning to, the street that I'm turning onto is down to 1 lane, and it technically would turn in that same lane naturally, but this area is generally congested, so it you will see it does something. Or like right now, it's trying to get over, it's getting over, but I'm supposed to be turning left, so I had to disengage it. Oh, you know what? That actually is my fault. I don't have a destination on here. Let me see. Let me just throw a destination up here really quick.
Now turn left onto Wayne Road.
Okay. Yeah, that was my mistake, but you'll see. Like, it does this turn really well normally, because again, there's no like oncoming traffic I have to worry about or anything like that. It's just, you'll see. So you see it. I don't know if you can see it on the my front camera. Like, it's starting to get congested. So light's green now, and it doesn't know what to do. I push the gas a little bit so it can go. It was kind of hesitant just because I think since the traffic was backed up here, but all in all, it did that pretty well. It's a part later on in a ride that you're going to see that it gets me every time. Like, it doesn't put on the blinker soon enough for me. Like any
In
traffic
500
behind
feet,
me
turn right onto Ann Arbor
would have
Trail.
to abruptly stop behind me because it puts on that turn signal too late, in my taste. But again, it does seem like a traffic safety thing like that, because it does kind of slam on the brakes, which I don't like. It does that enough. Like, I would have expected it to ease on the brakes, but no, sometimes it just mashes this bad boy on. And you know, I understand that it's still a test in progress, but for it to be so close to the when it's so close to it being out of beta, it bothers me. And I forget which
Now turn right
one is
onto
it
Ann
on?
Arbor Trail.
Okay, it's trying to navigate around. It's going to try to navigate around these gentlemen, which it actually did that really well. It didn't turn, so I had to take it over. Take over. So now I'm gonna put it back on. So it does this. Actually, I'm about to undo it right now, because right here it attempts to get into the right lane, even though the left lane is through traffic, because the right traffic, that's for like turning lanes, it ends. And then now we're back where we're supposed to go. It's a little weird stuff like that. Like, you would think that it knows, because it knows what to do on highway. So when I'm on a highway and I'm in a left lane, fast lane, and the lane merges into one, it stays in the correct lane for it to merge. Okay, so where I need to turn up ahead,
In 1,000
I've been
feet,
taking this
turn left onto
route,
Edward North Hines Drive.
man, for 2 years now, roughly since I had this vehicle. And all of a sudden, with the last update, which I forget what the last update was, it just started
Now
not
turn
wanting
left
to
onto
take me
Edward
this
North
way.
Hines Drive.
The way it suggests isn't even faster. Actually, again, look, I'm making myself look silly, because it's actually closed right now off to the right, and normally it isn't closed, but it floods sometime. It just rained yesterday. So, man, I can't even show you. It's a turn that it acts real funny on, that I wanted to show you guys, but maybe I'll say that for another day. Okay, so I disengaged FSD just so I can make this turn, and I'm actually about to get over.
In 500 feet, turn right onto Joy Road.
Here, then I'm gonna turn it on at this four-way. It actually, in my
Now
past
turn
experience,
right onto Joy Road.
it does this four-way stop really well, and I'm going to activate it here, and then we're going to proceed through. So it looks good. It saw that car, and I pushed the gas to go through, but that again probably is my fault, because I just activated it right when I turned there. So now we're just going to proceed to go through. I just keep driving. So this is a better drive. Like, I'm not going to lie, but it's just, I would think that the autopilot, the FSD, would maybe learn your route, or even take cues like of what people seem to do. Obviously, I know it tends to follow more traditional laws of the road, but sometimes some things are I don't know. Sometimes some things it doesn't require such strict technicality. Like, I think about when you're making a left or a right turn. So if you're making a left turn, and you're supposed to stay in the leftmost lane, just in case somebody's making a right turn going down that same street. I understand that. Like, it does that really well. It actually made my regular driving, made me revert back to that for my regular driving. But in an instance of we make that left, and then you need to make a quick right, you would tend to watch to make sure no cars are making a right onto that same street, and you will actually turn into the furthest lane, so the lane on the right hand side of the street, just so that you can make that next right turn without having to deal with a lot of traffic, high traffic situations. But it does. You would think it would learn that or do something like that. So I know I heard not too long ago, maybe a couple weeks back, that Tesla switched to more AI type code instead of like individuals like myself coding specific actions for this vehicle to do. Like it looks at a lot of video footage and things like that to figure out what people does. Like there's no code to say stop at a red light. It just sees that watching these videos, when people get to a red light, it stops. So the AI tells the vehicle, when you get to a red light, stop. But yeah, so I'm hoping this is just a trial period. This is why Elon Musk has talked about that the next iteration was the FSD 12 or something like that. It might have some other digits after it, but 12 is no longer going to be in beta, because right now the AI is grabbing and collecting so much data that it is making the system advance more quickly than it would have if an individual was coding the prompts for actions the vehicle is taking in certain situations. I just turned off FSD for a second just because somebody was, you see him passed across, and then passed and made a left through. So now I'm back on it, and again it's chill right now, right? This is just straight shot, so it's nothing really is going on right now. Just regular city street driving. It does really good at straight lines to stop and go, but again, that's not why I got the vehicle. I got the vehicle to be able to drive from point A to point B unassisted. And I know, because it's a beta, we still got to hold the steering wheel and keep focusing like that. But I bought it for what it potentially could do in the future, which, some may say it's a good or bad idea. You buy it for the features that it has now. Don't wait. Don't try to get it for what it will do in the future. And again, I understand that, but I thought it was going to come along a lot quicker than this. And it's not bad. It's still better than any other type of autopilot that any other vehicle has. But still, it's like, regardless if this competition isn't up to par, we still expect it to be more. And I'm a big Tesla fan, regardless. Like I have a Cybertruck order that I just can't wait to get to. Okay, it just slammed on the brakes for a yellow light, and it was unnecessary. I think it could have just eased to the light a little more. So I don't know what that was about. Yeah, and it's nothing. Like it was no other cars. It was nothing. So I don't know why. And it didn't seem like the light switched to yellow abruptly. Like I still had a good distance before I made it to the light. So yep, just little things like that, which is, they're more annoyances. And I'm curious to see what other vehicles see when this stuff is happening. Like, is it noticeable to just me because I'm experiencing it / watching what it does? Because I know sometimes when the Tesla's getting ready to make some turns, see, it just did something weird. It put on a left turn, but I'm staying straight. And so that's another thing, is like, if I was a car behind me, like, what is he doing? Is he getting over to this left turning lane, or is he staying straight? It did open up to 2 lanes, but again, I stayed straight, so I don't know why it would have signaled that I was getting over. Again, little annoyances. Do they greatly impact it? No, but it does diminish the experience. Like, I'm looking for sci-fi level self-driving, but getting something that's more, I guess, more realistic, right? Still enjoying it, but I don't know. Maybe I watch other videos of individuals doing driving sessions with the FSD, and to me, it seems like their vehicles are on it. Like their vehicles are killing it, but my experience is more often than not is lackluster. again, doing street driving. I do a lot of highway driving, and it's perfect then, but like we're going straight. So of course she would handle that well, and just a minor lane changing and all that stuff. So yeah, I'm getting up here. I'm getting close to my destination, which we're going to say I got another left-hand turn, and I'm going to attempt to allow it to do it, but those left-hand turns are sometimes the bane of my existence. Like it's just so cautious, because those are probably one of the more let's say dangerous maneuvers to make at a cross
in 500
intersection.
feet, turn left onto Inkster Road.
So let's see. And then you got to watch other cars, because it really follows what you're supposed to do, which is fine. But sometimes when
now
the
turn
lane
left
goes
onto
straight,
Inkster Road.
It's congested. Most cars tend to not wait for that break in the line to get into the left turning lane. But the Tesla will, for the most part. And sometimes you got to worry about other drivers deciding to pass you, and that's just a headache. Okay, so we're in the intersection, just waiting for it to clear up. Not a lot of heavy traffic. And yep. And it did that left-hand turn pretty well, kind of sped through. And then you see I turned into the left lane like it was supposed to, then it jumped to the right, because I'm making a right up here soon. All right, so that was just a quick FSD driving video. Yeah, I'm pretty much at my destination, so I appreciate you guys rocking with me one more time. See you in the next one.
In 500
Peace.
feet, turn right to Steel.